So I'm at the TIFF Light Box here to watch the piano lessons, and I'm showing at 9. Right now it's 8:19. Perfect. Get in there early. Usually you like to come 30 minutes early just so that your seat's still there, and then afterwards, 15 minutes before the film, they usually do kind of just any free-for-all seating. That's when you lose your seating because they open the rush line. So let's get in there. Alright, so I finished piano lessons and I'm gonna go eat lunch, but this movie was not as good as the other movies I watched. It was just an interesting movie in that it was very like, it was more artistic and more about like meaning, but it wasn't that much like, it's not one of those movies where you just watch for pure entertainment. It's more of a hidden meaning behind it. Just like a movie about the family and their piano as an heirloom that was like, it was taken, set in like the slave times, and the owner of the slaves actually had that piano, and they ended up stealing that for their own family just because of all the family history regarding the piano. And now it goes into, 25 years later, where the family must figure out how to deal with like this possession that's been brought down to them, and choices with that, and a lot of conflict between the brother and sister, and differences in what they want to do with the piano. Anyways, it's kind of like, I think it's like a metaphor for like dealing with baggage and dealing with like a burden, I guess. I think that's what it kind of represented, symbolized. But yeah, like it to me it just felt kind of slow. Like there were a lot of parts. This movie is a lot of like talking, a lot of dialogue, okay, and like a lot of exposition at some points. Some of it needed, some of it not really. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it plays out a lot like, to me, like a play, because it is based on a play by another playwright. So they adapted it from that. But I don't know, the pacing of the movie didn't sit right with me, and I feel like I need some more time to kind of unpack the meaning of the story, because I feel like I kind of had the meaning, right, just like about that burden, dealing with like the past, and coming to find closure in that and everything. And you also have to account for all the historical events in the film, all that. But I mean, yeah, I need some time to kind of derive some other meaning, like something more, something that I can take on. I just felt like I didn't take too much from the movie, and I mean, that's all right. Everyone's going to take something different from the movie. Everyone has different opinions. There's so many people in the theater, and I'm sure other people really enjoyed the movie. People will have different opinions about the movie. Yeah, but give me some time to think about it, and I'll make a review. Alright, just had lunch at Pi. Food was great. I ordered pad thai, Japanese pad thai with beef option. It was really good, actually. I enjoyed the food. Servers were nice. Service was good. And yeah, it's a pretty good restaurant. It has good reviews also online. So, I mean, if you like pad thai, this is one of the places that you can go in Toronto. Alright, so I'm at City Hall right now. Walked all the way, maybe like what, 15 minutes. And yeah, City Hall is pretty nice. Last time I was here, I was skating at Nathan Phillips Square, and I didn't know they actually had these water features here. I mean, I remember as a kid, I definitely didn't see them on as a kid, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if they just stay there or they're like installed, every summer or something, but it seems pretty cool. City Hall is awesome, always a sight to see, and Nathan Phillips Square is cool. We got some protests going on over here. Not sure what for, but these protests are. And yeah, we're just hanging out over here. Walking through downtown was kind of bad. It's just like some of the alleys, a lot of like wind come down these alleys, and full of garbage and everything. It was like blowing over. So all I was smelling was like walking down was like garbage and piss and like just disgusting. So I don't know. There's some streets that are nice in downtown and then some that are not so much. So you just kind of gotta, hope you don't run into the bad ones. But anyways, let's take a look at City Hall. I'm gonna go to the library and yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm actually quite surprised no one is up here. I don't know if a lot of people even know if you can go up here or something. But you can take stairs up and you can get a nice view of the Toronto sign, City Hall. And yeah, this is a higher vantage point. Seems like some people are starting to realize that you can come up here. But the cool thing about this view is that, this water right here, when you're down there, it kind of blocks the Toronto sign slightly. And if you get this top view, you get the water, you get the Toronto sign, and you get that. It's kind of like layered, which is pretty cool. So, yeah.
Different groups I'd like to thank at this time. First, we'd like to thank Cineplex, our program sponsor.